Don't make this big mistake in Granblue Fantasy Relink. If you're wondering why you're just not doing enough damage even though your attack is so high, well, I've got an explanation for you and how to fix that. First, you want to go to the training dummy and find out if your damage is way too high, and you're going to go in, hit right on the D-pad to switch to damage cap. And you're going to want to start striking the dummy and take a look at the percentages that you're seeing. If it's over 100%, then you're definitely not doing the amount of damage you should be doing. Anything over 100% is the damage that you're missing out on. So the first thing you're going to want to do is hit a level 65 damage cap on each character, or specifically at least your main. And how I managed to do that was with damage cap V+. There are other ways to also raise your damage cap with other sigils, especially with Endless Ragnarok here now. You can use Fatebreaker V+, Divergence V+, Nimble Onslaught V+, and many other sigils, as they can be an additional perk. But even beyond that, once you've hit level 65, you can also go to master traits. And as you level up master traits, you'll find different perks that actually boost your damage cap as well, which is in addition to the level 65 that you have. So under master traits, you will also see perks to raise your damage cap as well. And you will see it in different style ranks in multiple places, which is a great way to raise your damage cap. And an important thing to note is trait levels called damage cap share the 65 level limit, but effects that say damage cap plus X% under a separate named trait add beyond that limit. So 65 is the level cap, but we can even go beyond that with other means. Another way to raise damage cap as well is through weapons. As you transcend them, they will get extra perks that will allow you to go above and beyond. Damage cap Cobalt on Onikiri Yasutsuna, damage cap Cardinal on Radil, damage cap Ikru on Ambraske Sword. So there are a lot of ways to raise that damage cap. A lot of people focus on building attack, but that's not necessarily the key point of building a strong character that'll output a lot of damage. Important to note that Fatebreaker does require you to be in a Fatebreaker grade quest, so when you're doing it on the training dummy, you're not getting the full benefit of Fatebreaker. So you'll likely do even better in Fatebreaker quests. But once you've raised your damage cap, you'll notice you'll actually start doing closer to 100% on damage cap in the training dummy segment. But alongside that, you should also notice that your total damage is going up with the percentages coming down. Think of it like this: attack is the water, damage cap is the size of the cup. More attack pours in more water, but once the cup is full, the extra water spills out and does nothing. So raising damage cap gives you a bigger cup, then you can add only enough attack to fill it. So making sure you have balance is the key to getting a stronger character. Also important to note that as you get further into Endless Ragnarok and its end game, you'll find better ways to raise your damage cap. So keep in mind that even though the methods of boosting it through sigils is effective, there are better ways eventually, which will allow you to focus on more supportive sigils. In the meantime, damage cap V+ is an effective way, plus your weapons, plus your mastery points. In the meantime, damage cap V+ is an effective way, plus the traits on your weapons and your master traits. Now go out there and maximize your damage.